Good morning, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to a very, very special, auspicious day today. Thank you. Let me begin actually by welcoming you and thanking you for joining us on such an auspicious day full of light, energy, and hopefully loads and loads of power. For those of you who are joining us live, again, a very, very warm welcome. We hope to make this very special. You are joining us on a very important turning point for us at Ola. But we still have a few minutes, and I'd like to understand if all of you are excited about the very auspicious Diwali that is just around the corner. Yes or no? That's not very. I need more energy because this day should be full of energy and power. So, how many of you are looking forward to celebrating Diwali like with lots of life, light, and with family? Yes? Oh, that's really nice. I know that Diwali is a very, very auspicious festival for all of us, and it is very close to all of our hearts, especially Indians. I think we like to bring together not just families, good food, good laughter, but the sparkle in the air is just something different, something that the entire world, I think, looks forward to. Our satellites, I think, are going to show something completely crazy and off the charts once Diwali really does come. Well, I know that today we are here to talk about something special, and you already know the name. It's Ola Shakti. I also want to understand how all of you have sort of related to this word. If you can just tell me very quickly, in your language, how do you say Shakti? How do you say Shakti in Kannada? Or power in Kannada? Shakti. In Tamil? I- and in Marathi, anyone? Shakti. It seems like it's a universal in even in our languages. It comes together as one unanimous word that sounds like Shakti. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is, like I said, a very, very important event for us. This is our first non-vehicle product launch, and we are very excited to have all of you here to witness what is going to be the new chapter for Ola. And without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to welcome on stage to announce what comes up next, the Head of Strategy Ola Electric, Ankush Agarwal, and Founder, Chairman, and Managing Director, Man of the Hour, Bhavish Agarwal, the brothers in arms.
Thank you, Shubhi. Thank you. Come on, Kushik. Come over there. Good morning. Namaste.
Morning, everyone. Let's have some Josh.
नहीं नहीं नहीं, we have to say let's have some Shakti in the room. हाँ, थोड़ी शक्ति से थोड़ा हेलो बोल दो यार. हैप्पी दिवाली, शुभ दीपावली. सब लोग छुट्टी के मूड में हैं. I hope these are all our Ola employees जो छुट्टी के मूड में हैं. But I hope the audience watching, we are very excited. Like Shubhi said, this is our first non-vehicle product launch. It's something that actually, Ankush, you have been working on for a few months. I'll come to you and ask you for your overall thoughts on this. But my personal excitement about this product is quite high. It's something that, when we founded Ola Electric about 4.5, 5 years ago, it was always in our vision that Ola Electric is going to be obviously India's largest EV company. But beyond that, it's also going to usher in an era of new energy, because automotive and energy always go together. In the ICE era, gasoline energy powered automotive. In this new clean energy era, the EV revolutions are going to power a whole new paradigm of clean energy. And we in India have already seen movement in that direction over the last decade or so. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But today will actually mark the next phase of scale up of this clean energy revolution for India. And as with everything Ola, all that we will show you today is proudly designed in India, engineered in India, manufactured in India, conceptualized in India, and sold in India. So very excited to have you all here. Thank you again. Ankush, you want to share about your thoughts on this broader domain as you've spent time over the last month or so thinking about it?
Yeah, of course. I think globally we are seeing a paradigm shift in how energy and power is generated and stored, right? At Ola, we want to be at the forefront of the revolution with respect to that. So that's always been our vision, that's always been our ambition, and we want to lead the country and make the country transition into more clean, renewable sources of energy. That is what we're doing today. And we couldn't be more prouder of what we have achieved and what we are bringing to you today.
पर्दे के पीछे है सब कुछ हाँ, किसी ने देख तो नहीं लिया ना already. All right, so I'll start by setting some context for everybody. So you can see here, this slide just charts a little bit of India's journey towards renewable energy. And as we all know, देश में solar energy generation काफी scale up हो रहा है. Government has been pushing a lot, putting incentives, encouraging the industry. And in 5 years ago, we had about 90 gigawatt of solar generation. Now we have about 250 gigawatt of solar generation capacity installed. And by 2030, we will most likely get to 500 gigawatt of solar generation. So solar का तो sorted है हमारा मामला, right? We are clearly on an upswing. We are one of the leading countries in solar capacity installation. And now, industry leaders have also started manufacturing solar in India. But in renewable energy, that is only one part of the equation. The other reality is that सूरज तो सिर्फ दिन में ही आता है ना, रात में तो आता नहीं है सूरज भगवान तो रात में आते नहीं है. बट एनर्जी कंजम्पशन पीक जो होती है इंडिया में वो रात में होती है. रात में सबके घरों में एसी चल रहा होता है, फ्रिज चल रहा होता है, हीटर चल रहा होता है विंटर्स में. So night is a peak energy consumption for India. So we have a graph here to show you how that goes. So as you see here, solar energy peaks in the day in generation. And the demand curve is different. And India has a slightly unique demand curve where because a lot of our energy is residential energy, while we do have industrial, etc. But in the end, residential energy is a fair amount. तो वो रात में peak होता है. Industrial energy भी रात में peak होती है. So as we have installed solar, one of the challenges in front of our country's energy planners has been what to do about this issue. So this issue talks, you can see the graph on solar generation and the dotted line is the demand. So while we have excess energy in the day, we have a lean period in the night. So the bottleneck, as the slide says, is actually not generation anymore. It's storage. Now, so far, without batteries is a last 5-year phenomenon. Till batteries were deployable at scale, which is now, the whole grid architecture was engineered for peak load. Whenever we were generating energy, we had to consume it at the same time. We couldn't store energy. आप अगर थर्मल पावर प्लांट में एनर्जी जनरेट कर रहे हो या फिर हाइड्रो में कर रहे हो या सोलर में भी कर रहे हो, the electron once generated has to be consumed. Storage was never a scalable solution. But for the first time in the history of the world, power or energy, electricity can now be stored for consumption later at scale. इसके पहले वो छोटे छोटे lead acid batteries होती थी, घर में छोटा छोटा solution होता था. But for grid scale, you could never really store energy. But now with batteries at scale, you can do this. So you can actually literally time shift your generation like this. So this gap in demand can be met by stored energy. And this is something the whole world has in the last few years only started recognizing and deploying. What was happening across the world, and maybe Ankush will share a little bit more about this, be it in China, be it in Germany, be it in California, सब जगह जहां जहां सोलर डिप्लॉय हो गया वहां पावर कट्स भी होने लगे बिकॉज सोलर तो दिन में है, डिमांड रात में है. सो द ग्रिड स्टार्टेड गेटिंग इम्बैलेंस्ड. सो लास्ट कपल ऑफ इयर्स से इवन ग्लोबली इकोनॉमीज आर रियलाइजिंग दैट solar is only half the story. Batteries need to complement it and actually really help shift the electricity usage towards later in the day. Ankush, you want to add some global context to this?
No, that's completely correct. Globally, what you've seen is as renewables, solar and wind have increased, the biggest challenge is they're all not round the clock available. They're only available for a particular point of time. So, बाकी time क्या करेंगे? So which is where a new paradigm shift is happening in the world today, which is energy to be stored that can be used when you want later. And that is critical. That's a complete shift in how consumers have been consuming electricity and what role that new product can play in transforming how energy is consumed in the future.
And we have a internal mission statement on this at Ola that today every electron which is generated has to be consumed at the same time. And hence generation capacity has to be designed at peak loads. Transmission capacity has to be designed at peak loads. But in the future, the vision is that 1 in 2 electrons will go through storage. Simple vision, दिन में solar से हम generate करेंगे, solar and wind. Solar will be 90% of renewables in the future. And उसको जो unused part है वो store करेंगे. So roughly 1 in 2, आधा energy दिन में consume होता है, आधा energy रात में consume होता है. So generation सारा दिन में होगा, consumption through the day होगा. 1 in 2 electrons will go through storage. That's the scale of this storage opportunity. And unlike solar, our ambition at Ola is that we will not just deploy batteries in India. We will actually build the full supply chain ground up. And this is the vision with which we had began working on our gigafactory 4 or 5 years back. We have never shared this vision in explicit detail in public. We always, the public always and the markets always used to assume that our gigafactory will only be for our automotive cells. But the biggest application for our gigafactory will actually be grid energy storage and battery storage systems, which is what we are talking to you about today. So moving on, that is the overall country context on renewables and the grid context on the need for storage. Now, where all does this storage need to be placed? Some of it will be placed in the grid itself, invisible to us consumers. But a lot of our energy usage is in our daily life. So if you think of personal as well as local energy context, be it our home, be it small commercial establishments, MSMEs, retail shops, cafes, be it agriculture. Here you see an image of a pump, a water pump powered by solar. Solar pump is a big government mission. Be it rooftop solar, another big government mission. Army, our defense forces need a lot of localized energy solutions disconnected from the grid. So there's a lot of energy usage contexts in everyday life of ours. And while the grid is available for all these energy requirements, be it at home, be it in a MSME shop, or even in agriculture, the grid has challenges. The grid has challenges. Many places, the grid is not available till the last mile. For example, imagine an army deployment on the border in Arunachal or in Ladakh. The grid doesn't necessarily go all the way to the last mile. Or imagine a small village where the grid is there, but it's uneven. Sometimes we do know there are power supply shortfalls that happen in the grid, even in urban areas, even in rural areas. And sometimes, while these have improved over the years, but still we have half an hour outage, 1 hour outage, because the demand for Indian economy of power is growing faster than the supply is growing. Because we, as an economy, we are developing so fast. And then actually the quality of electricity supply also is variable. There are voltage fluctuations, there are phase outages, etc. Now, there are these last mile grid challenges, and these have been there in our economy for the past many years. And as the power sector has scaled up, some of these challenges have been addressed, but there will always remain last mile needs for complementing the grid, be it for storage, be it for stabilization, be it for availability. And that is what in the past we have tried to solve like this, right? These are lead acid inverters, UPSs. किन-किन के घरों पे ये UPS या lead acid inverter batteries होती हैं? Can I see a raise of hands? Almost more than half the people. सबके घर में ये इन्वर्टर लगा है. चाहे आप अपार्टमेंट में रहो, बड़े शहर में रहो, छोटे शहर में रहो, इन्वर्टर सब लेके बैठते हैं. जिसके इन्वर्टर नहीं है, जिसका बड़ा घर है, उसका DG सेट होगा. I have a lot of painful memories from childhood where I used to be the designated brother in the house who had to start our diesel generator as a child. It was not very वो घुमाना पड़ता था ऐसे ऐसे. अभी तो auto start चीजें आ गई हैं. But still, these diesel generators are still part of the last mile grid complementary solution in the country. And these are dirty. Diesel generators generate a lot of smoke. You can see it in this image.
Dirty, noisy.
Yeah. Did you ever start our home diesel generator?
After you left, yes.
Yeah. So then, we now with the Prime Minister Surya Ghar Yojana, we have rooftop solar gaining traction. But again, sun comes only in the day, but the house needs of energy are in the night. Today, the solar solution on the rooftop does not solve for energy requirements at night. And like I said, we do, if you have none of these three solutions, you end up waiting for the grid to come back on. So this is how current solutions have addressed this need for last mile grid complementation. Ankush, you want to add some context to this?
These are all archaic solutions. I think it was the same 20 years ago. It's the same today. It's very obvious that a better solution was waiting for this problem, a problem that the entire country and the entire world has been suffering from for the longest time. The solutions are dirty, the solutions. In fact, not just that, if you look at the inverter, it's always hidden in a corner. It's probably
सीढ़ियों के नीचे, घर के बाहर, garden के पीछे.
केज के अंदर होता है. So it seems like you're ashamed of that solution, right? So I think the world needs a better solution. And these are all intermittent, what was there in the past, and that's going to change today.
So but today we have a new solution to showcase. And our solution has 4 propositions. We will offer you power backup. I know lead acid inverters offer power backup, but उसमें AC नहीं चलता, उसमें फ्रिज नहीं चलता, उसमें टीवी नहीं चलता, टीवी चलाओगे तो शायद फूक जाएगा और उसमें सिर्फ आधे घंटे के लिए चलेगा. This is how today people serve their power backup. Is that right or not? Can I be louder? Can the whole country hear that? Yeah. See, we've hit a raw nerve there. Then जिन घरों में अब solar लग गए हैं rooftop पे, because that's a very smart and thoughtful thing to do, and the government is incentivizing and subsidizing that solar, but solar तो सिर्फ दिन में आता है. Today we have net metering available, so there is no commercial loss to residential homes which put solar up. But net metering will phase out because it is loss making for the grid and loss making for the utility. So over time, आपको free का energy का पैसा नहीं मिलेगा. You will have to start paying for it, or the excess energy will not be consumed by the grid. The solution will need to be proper storage at home itself, which you can use in the night. Voltage stability, we all know monsoons के बाद बिजली कड़केगी, voltage destabilize होती है. हम अपने टीवी में, फ्रिज में, AC पे stabilizer लगाते हैं कि नहीं लगाते हैं? थोड़ा again ऊंचा बोलिए please. Yes. So voltage stability is a very big anxiety for residential homes and even commercial establishments. Power availability, like we discussed, army, farms, सोलर पंप जो ओपन में लगा होता है, वहां पे कभी कभी बिजली की तार नहीं पहुंचती. आप अगर कभी फार्मर को जाकर देखेंगे, वो एक्सटेंशन वायर लेके जाते हैं, राइट? इट्स या फिर उसको बहुत एडहॉक सोल्यूशन से मैनेज करना पड़ता है. नाउ विद सोलर यू कैन हैव सोलर ऑन द सोलर पंप, बट देयर इज नो बैटरी अगेंस्ट इट, तो सिर्फ वो 4 घंटे चलेगा. So we need a better solution to address these problems. And today we are launching that solution. It's India's first such solution. It is the first vertically integrated solution. It builds on our power of the Gigafactory. And let us show you a quick video of this solution. So Ankush, let's do a small unveil here. You guys liked it? सबको घर में चाहिए? Let's see what it looks like. Woo! That is Shakti for you. Can I have the slides back on? So Shakti नाम हमने बहुत सोच के रखा है. Shakti, like Shubhi was mentioning in the beginning, it's a Sanskrit word. Every Indian relates to it. It's also अभी नवरात्रे गई है, तो अभी Shakti की हमने पूजा करी है. And this product will enable Shakti or energy for every Indian, be it in your home, be it in your farm. One product. You can see it's very compact. A single product for power backup, for solar storage, for voltage stabilization, and for localized portability. फार्म में लगाना है, बाहर लगाना है, कैंपिंग लेके जाना है, दैट इज इट. वन सिंगल प्रोडक्ट. इसके अलग से कोई बैटरी नहीं है, कोई इन्वर्टर अलग नहीं है. इट्स ऑल कंटेन्ड इन वन बॉक्स. Right, so we are very excited about it. And the beauty of this is it builds on our Bharat cell. So inside this is our own 4680 Bharat cell from Ola's Gigafactory. And another point, Ankush, you want to add some comments?
No
here?
more worrying about कि AC चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा.
That is true. You hit the nail on the head. इसमें आपको कुछ घर की अलग वायरिंग कराने की जरूरत नहीं है. पूरा घर चलेगा. पूरा घर चलेगा. अगर आपका बड़ा घर है तो बड़ा वाला लीजिए. अगर आपका छोटा घर है तो एक छोटा वाला भी आता है जो आपको अभी दिखेगा. पूरा घर चलेगा. नो टेंशन. एसी, टीवी, फ्रिज, हीटर. और घर में क्या क्या लगता है कुछ? लिफ्ट.
Yes.
लिफ्ट और क्या, गाड़ी ईवी भी चार्ज हो जाएगी इससे.
हाँ.
आपका ओला स्कूटर भी इससे चार्ज हो जाएगा.
So basically no झंझट.
No jhanjat, no worrying, no mixing wirings now. Your whole house will run on this, and will run on this for hours, not just for half an hour, right? So we are very excited about this product. It's really going to revolutionize personal energy consumption, personal energy paradigm. हर घर में, हर गांव में, हर खेत में, पूरा the way we think of energy will be changed by this product. One more thing I want to mention before I call on Kripa is that we saw inverters and all, and Ankush, they look ugly. Yeah. They वही जैसे तूने कहा ना कि वो घर में we are ashamed of that. Yeah, say.
छुपा के रखते हैं उसको.
छुपा के रखते हैं.
कोने में, सीढ़ियों के नीचे, पिंजरे के अंदर. Because they're not built as a furniture. They're not built as a piece that you want to show other people. Whereas this, in fact, is very different. I would like to show it off.
Yeah.
It's a part of the household now.
Yeah. And the way this is the beauty of how Ola Electric's capabilities come together. For this product, as you'll see in the presentation, we have had to do zero additional capex, zero additional expenditure on any kind of manufacturing or distribution. This Ola Electric's capabilities on manufacturing, on technology and R&D, and most importantly on design, really bring a new category to life. And if you can see this, I think it's the most beautiful energy solution product made ever in the history of the world. Right? And and I'll let Kripa speak much more about the design, but I personally just love the way it has come out. Consumers will want to buy it just for the looks. Forget the functionality, तो इतनी अच्छी है ही इसमें. But looks, branding, the material used, you will want to show this off. That was the brief to the design team, that people should want to show this off to their visitors. It should be a part of your living room or your entrance foyer ornamentation. Yeah.
I think probably for the first time ever, you have options to choose from.
Options also. Yeah. I think let's not steal Kripa's thunder. Kripa, welcome on board. Welcome on the stage. Over to you.
Hi everyone, happy Diwali. Babish always brings this energy, this Shakti to stage. I will bring my quiet internal Shakti to it, and I will refer my phone for notes. This was created in-house, engineered, designed, manufactured in-house, but I still need some notes to refer. In a world which is with noisy diesel generators or with conventional lead acid inverters that are sort of unreliable relics of the past, we wanted to create something that captured our inner Shakti, inner power, and that pure form of energy, which is Shakti. This embodies it in its purest form. It is silent, it is potent, and it's everlasting. The form is sculpted with precision. It's fluid yet grounded, having that dual nature of energy. How is this dual nature of energy? It has stillness and surge. The copper and bronze stones, we've already spoken about it. It's having an echo of India's elemental heritage, copper and bronze has been there in our millennia. Similarly, the craftsmanship, as you can see in the image on the screen, this is our civilizational craft that we've had for millennia. The part that I really like, which I'd like to talk about a little bit more, I've already spoken about the copper and bronze, the form that's captured, the purity in the form, and the elemental heritage. This is the part that I really want to talk about a little bit more. We've used this in the grill pattern, this Sanskrit bija aim. Aim. It's the seed sound of Shakti, of this powerful form. And we've abstracted this form Aim to form this rhythmic pattern that breathes life into this form. Sorry, I've lost that. Please give me a moment. Ankush already spoke about it. We have it in 3 colors. There's copper, there is silver, there is a deeper silver. These are the things that the fact that it's based on our lithium-ion cells. It's got up to 98% efficiency. It's long-lasting. It'll last forever. It just draws 0.5 C. And it has very minimal maintenance and no running costs whatsoever. As Bhavish already referred to it, we also have a smaller pack, which is a 1.5 kilowatt hour. It's expandable to 3 kilowatt hour. We also have the Shakti that you see in front of you, which has a 5.2 kilowatt hour battery pack and a 9.1 kilowatt hour battery pack. These battery packs are the battery packs that go in our motorcycles. As Bhavish said, these have been adapted into the Shakti as you see in front of you. Bhavish, would you like to talk a little bit more about the technology and the app?
Can you please stay on? I want to just, again, just compliment you and the team for such a pure design. And I think this, like I said, I think this is the most beautiful energy product ever made.
Yes, I think when we talk about our design philosophy and we have this clear understanding of the function and the form, and you get that idea, that inner thought that this is the right thing to do for the country, for the energy future.
And I love the way we've connected the design functionality to the civilizational ethos. Right from the choice of materials, you mentioned copper, and we all have a very civilizational memory of copper. Tamba bolte hain, at least north mein, south mein alag bolte honge. To the name, to the aim, the beach mantra, and aim ka jo motif hai isme 108 बार ही आता है.
Yeah.
108 times. We all know the significance of 108, right? Yes or no? Yeah. So 108 times the aim is written on the product. So it's very civilizationally rooted, but yet very aesthetic and functional and modern.
Yes.
So kudos to the whole design team. Can we have a round of applause for Kripa, please? Thank you, Kripa. And as we see, it comes in these 3 variants. 2 of them share the same box size, 5.2 kilowatt hour and 9.1 kilowatt hour. And then we have the 1.5 kilowatt hour, which you can multiply into 2 by adding 2 on that platform. So it becomes a 3 kilowatt hour. Depends on what your usage is. If your usage is a bungalow, you use about 700 to 1,000 units a month, go for the big one. It'll run everything. It'll run your house. You don't need to do any ifs and buts with it. You don't need to exclude any. It'll run 4 ACs, 5 ACs. Pura ghar chalayega. And for many hours. 9.1 kilowatt hour is a lot of energy backup. If you have a smaller house, 2 BHK, 3 BHK, go for the 5 kilowatt hour. It'll also run the whole house for many hours. And if you have a small portable requirement, let's say in the farm, a solar pump will run on that small one, the 1.5 kilowatt hour. A small commercial establishment can buy 2 of these and on the same platform. So a whole spectrum, all of our personal localized energy needs will be fulfilled. The 9.1, by the way, I feel will be great in a defense application in the field. It can power drones. It can recharge drones between flights. 100% breadth of application across. Now that is the hardware. And at Ola, we imagine the solutions holistically. Hardware is the heart of any product, but it gets amplified with very, very thoughtful and smart software and AI-driven software. So can I call upon my friend Anirban? Anirban, come on up. So can we give a round of applause to Anirban? Yeah. So Anirban is usually the MoveOS kid. So he builds all the MoveOS things for our customers. But today, our Ola Electric's customer base is expanding multifold because even those who have cars will start buying these products and putting it into their homes. So software has been a very important part of our thinking. Anirban, please tell us how you've envisioned it.
So, as Bhavesh said, this was slightly different from what we've done on MoveOS, but there's a lot of common parts that we've been able to leverage on as well. So the app is, um, so if you look at the current inverters or the current solutions in the market, the app might be something which is unheard of. But when we holistically thought about it,
Do they even have an app?
I don't think so. When we did our research, we
मुझे तो
struggled to
लगता नहीं है
find
किसी का भी
apps.
कोई app होता है.
Correct. So it's
App is like too high tech for them.
exactly. So because all your incoming power sources are connected through this, we thought and we envisioned that why not give more functionality in the app. So the first thing that you will be able to do is the energy flow from the grid, from solar units. You will be able to visualize the energy flow on the app. You will be able to control your appliances also through the app. So if you want to switch off a few appliances, if you want to schedule something, right, you'll be able to do it. Like one of the use cases that we will do in the future is when I'm coming home from office, 10 minutes before I reach home, it can turn on my AC, right? Those are some of the things that you will be able to do eventually through the app. So
Just to explain that a little bit more, so this is not just a home power backup or a home solar storage. It'll actually make your home energy smart because this box will be the interface between the external electric connection and your home. So it'll be able to control all your home and you'll be able to control all your home devices through this one single app, Ola Electric app.
now, another cool thing is sometimes appliances, right, especially older appliances, they start going bad. And then once they get spoiled, right, that's when you call the mechanic or the electrician, and then you get like a huge bill. But because all the energy and current flows through the Ola Shakti, we will be able to start predicting so that you can actually figure out which of your appliances is actually about to go bad and intervene in time so that you don't have to foot that heavy bill. So that becomes possible through appliance insights and smart scheduling. Or I have this bad habit sometimes of leaving my geyser on. So it'll be able to predict that I've left my
मेरे
geyser
को तो
on.
मेरी बीवी से बहुत डांट पड़ती है इसका. And I'm sure ये सबकी आदत है कि गीजर रात को ऑन ही छूट जाता है.
So अब आप हम दोनों को ये आदत से छुटकारा मिल जाएगा क्योंकि the Shakti and the app together will be able to recognize कि when we forgotten to put down the geyser, and it will also be able to schedule it. Because geyser जैसे appliance का time जो है वो predictable होता है. So we'll be able to using AI, we'll be able to predict it and you'll be able to schedule it कि सुबह 9 से 10 geyser on रखना and then you don't need to worry about turning it on and off.
इससे सबकी लाइफ में थोड़ी कन्वीनियंस आएगी. हाँ, ये ऐप से ऑटो शेड्यूलिंग, इनसाइट्स. Do you think it'll improve convenience in our daily life?
So those are the some of the key features that we will be launching.
We have
in
a
the app.
video also.
We have a
Like-
video so that you can see some of these features in action.
Come. Thank you, Anirban. I think the software is as exciting, if not more, than the hardware. Isn't that so, guys? So we all want to know how our house, what energy it's consuming. We all, at least I want to make sure I don't get scolded on leaving the lights on, buri aadat hai, or leaving the geyser on. And I'm sure this will really enable convenience for home management and improved efficiency. So thank you. Thank you to Anirban once more, guys. The final point I want to make before I reveal the pricing and availability is that this product actually builds on all the things we've been creating in Ola Electric. We have had to do, and this is a message to actually our the street also, that there is hardly any incremental investment required to build this, because the gigafactory that we've created is the heart of creating this product. Our own 4680 cell goes into this product. And our own assessment is over the next couple of years, the cell consumption from our battery products will be bigger than from our automotive products. So because the grid and homes are going to really consume a lot of these batteries as renewable generation is growing and as our households need better grid complementarity solutions. So first part of synergy is it builds on everything that we have built in our cell R&D and gigafactory so far. And as we improve our cells in the future, bring the next generation cells, bigger cells, the next generation of the Shakti product will bring all of that benefits to consumers also. The second point, which is even more exciting, is actually that it's nothing new. It's the motorcycle battery pack. उसके अंदर motorcycle का battery pack है, roadster का battery pack है. We can be a little louder with the applause. That's it. We didn't even have to build a new battery. पंजाब में, आई एम फ्रॉम पंजाब, एंड पंजाब में क्या होता है ना, मोटरसाइकिल से घर का फ्रिज चलता है या घर के अप्लायंसेस चलते हैं जब बिजली जाती है मोटरसाइकिल के इंजन से. अब लिटरली वही हो रहा है, बट ईवी के एरा में हो रहा है. तो हमने मोटरसाइकिल की बैटरी को उठा के इस प्रोडक्ट में डाल दिया है. इट इज एग्जैक्टली द सेम बॉक्स. Very little extra tooling, zero extra manufacturing. From the same manufacturing capacity, we are able to bring all of this new product category alive. And finally, last but not the least, unique strength that we bring to this new category is our entire distribution network and servicing network. Now, for a standalone company which only makes these products, they have to set up dealerships, they have to set up stores, they have to set up distribution chain and service network. We have to do none of that. Our own Ola stores, which exist all across the country, today onwards will start selling this product. Today onwards. So the whole country can buy this product today onwards. And not just that, if ever there is a need to fix something, our pan-India service network will also be the same, because the parts are the same. It's our Roadster battery pack. So it's literally the same service network, the same repair parts, exactly the same that goes into enabling this product for the whole country. Exciting? Okay. Do you want to know pricing? I think pricing थोड़ा टीम ने गलत दिखा दिया. Offer price पहले बता दिया. चलो कोई नहीं. Let me do the reverse now. What was the original price and now what the offer price is. So the 3 SKUs hai. The 1.5 will be 39,999. The 3, if you buy 2 of them, will be 69,999. That's the launch price. The 5.2 will be 149,999. And the 9.1 is 199,999. So industry leading pricing. I'm sure this is even cheaper than the lead acid batteries that we buy. And it's in one box, and it's not just an inverter. It is a UPS, it is a voltage stabilizer, it is your home control energy, everything with this pricing. And if you reserve it today, you can actually pre-order it today onwards with 999 rupees today. I think it's all live. Anirban, it's all live, right? Anirban has run off. But it's all live. You can go on the website and buy it now, reserve it now. If you reserve it now, between now and the end of October, you get an offer price which is written below. So you get about 20-25% off further. So order now. When do delivery start? Delivery start Makar Sankranti. Within 3 months, we start delivering this to customers all across the country. So Those are the highlights, guys. Industry leading pricing. If you order now, you get a further 20-25% discount and delivery start within 3 months. Are we excited? Can we hear it louder? Thodi Shakti. Shakti dikhao. Thank you. एंड यू नो कोइंसिडेंस से ये बड़ा ऑस्पिशियस दिन है कि इसको लॉन्च हम धनतेरस के 2 दिन पहले कर रहे हैं, दिवाली के टाइम पे कर रहे हैं और इसकी डिलीवरी हम उत्तरायण के टाइम पे करेंगे जब मकर संक्रांति का त्योहार होता है. यू नो दैट इज द टाइम ऑफ व्हेन द सन starts moving northward. So very coincidentally aligned with the product ethos, it will be delivered to you by the time the winter starts ending. So that is it from me today, guys. One final thing I want to say: the Shakti portfolio is going to be a major part of our business going forward. Ola Electric now today adds another category of products to its business. So far, it was automotive, bikes and scooters. Today onwards, we have these battery products. We have 2 which we have already launched today: the Shakti one you see here, as well as a small portable Shakti product. And in the near future, we will also be launching that big container Shakti product. A lot of our lot of interest from people, government, utilities, etc., to put India's first container also into the grid. So we will be talking to you soon about that. Thank you. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being part of this important day for us.
Under question answers?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can.
All right. Thank you everyone for joining us. And I know this has been auspicious, but before you do head out, may I please request and take some questions if you have any?
Yeah, we can take. I'll do the moderation. Yeah. Can I have Ankush and Kripa and Anirban? Can we have the team here?
I'm going to check for anybody.
I think Anirban has gone off to make it live.
Yes.
Okay, but we are here, happy to answer any questions. Yeah. Somebody will have to pass a mic here.
Yeah, hi.
Can we pass the mic here first?
It's Minnie from the Hindu. What is the recharging? How do you recharge? Can it be solar recharged also, apart from the fact?
So just if you have an inverter at home, a lead acid normal inverter, it recharges itself when the power is on, right? Similarly, this will just recharge itself. You will not have to worry about recharging it.
But can it also be under the sun and get charged? Is that-
Absolutely. It doesn't have solar. You'll have to attach solar to it, but you can attach solar to it.
Okay. And what's the weight of these boxes?
If you buy the small one, that will be a few kilos, let's say 7, 8, 10 kilos. This one, the highest one, or the 5 kilowatt hour one, will be about 70 kilos. The higher one will be about 100 kilos. So it can be easily moved around the home. It is not very heavy.
Okay. And how many units are you planning to sell? This is a new business for you now. You said it hasn't costed you anything to launch because everything was there. It's just about making this, making a box. What number?
हमारा estimate है कि अगले 2 सालों में our battery requirement for this alone will be almost 5 gigawatt hour annually.
But do you have any, target, like in 1 year or maybe in 2 years? How many numbers will
That is what we estimate. 5 gigawatt hour annually of requirement of our own batteries in a couple of years.
Yeah, this is Kishore Joseph from This Week India. Though I came a bit late, don't you think this will occupy more space in domestic? Because we are findings. So we try to. It occupies more space in the domestic, right?
Compared to?
The other whatever devices we have. That's
No, not at all. If you compare this to a inverter solution,
Yeah.
this is almost half the volume.
Okay. So what are your strategic directions and marketing adoption for the new energy product?
Strategic direction is अच्छा product बनाओ, customer को दिखाओ, customer खरीदेगा. We are not very more, we are a very simple company in that sense. And I believe the product that the team has built is absolutely industry leading. And not just industry leading, we are changing the definition of the industry for the first time, right? The interest we've gotten is off the charts.
So you're also going to push this in e-commerce?
Absolutely, yeah. Actually, I forgot to tell that. It'll be available on e-commerce stores.
Right.
We could do it on quick commerce also. 10 minute में आपको inverter मिल जाएगा. That's a cool idea.
So here, just back of the cameras.
Can you please stand up so I can see you?
Should I?
Yeah. Can I request you to stand up and ask a question? I can't see you.
Sir, the launch includes a pre-order offer with up to 25% discount, which you said. How do you balance aggressive pricing with profitability at this early stage?
So this product, as I told you, is fully leveraging our two-wheeler platform and our existing manufacturing. So the profitability will be actually very good from day one. In our estimate, it will actually be higher than our automotive products also.
And what Shakti is scaling quickly, how do you plan to manage potential supply constraints for 4680 cells, giving rising global, given the
सवाल
rising
कोई और पूछ रहा है, आप तो सिर्फ चैनल हैं.
channel नहीं हूँ मैं.
Okay.
I'm from
No,
United News of India.
Okay, so we are the scale of our Gigafactory will bring the scale into this product. Our Gigafactory is scaling up as we speak, and we are the pretty much only Gigafactory operational in the country. So that is the cell that goes into this.
And how do you plan
I think
to...
sir, I will pass the mic to somebody else for.
Just one more question.
No, two
sir.
questions I've given you. I'll pass it to another person.
Hi, my name is Alan from the Economic Times. Congratulations on the launch. I was pretty curious because you were talking about the service stations, which will be similar to what the bikes service stations are. So will that be a difficulty because when start scaling and things like that, you're also planning to bring in new batteries. So how you kind of manage?
No, actually, the sales and service network is a huge advantage for us because we don't have to set up a new network for this product. Unlike a standalone company which only makes batteries, they have to set up new dealerships, new service infrastructure for this category of lithium batteries. We don't have to do anything new. Yeah, back there.
So hello,
We'll go there.
yeah, hi, Mayank here. Inverter wiring meant for inverter like an additional connectivity, right? But for the storage with this heavy battery pack and inverter by default in it, right? Will it change a lot of wiring for houses as well, or is it simply normal?
The reason you
code
change
requirement?
wiring today when you put an inverter is because you have to reduce the load on when the inverter runs. That's why you have to redo the wiring when you install an inverter. With this, you don't have to redo anything because you don't have to reduce the load.
So a new home without wiring, I mean standard wiring will work with this.
It'll just connect to your main switch. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's as plug and play as you can get.
Hello, so I'm Siddharth from Analytics India magazine. So I wanted to understand more from software side of things, like how is able to control different devices like geyser, AC. So like how is it being compatible with all the other brands? Like is it only controlling the power source or other functionalities as well?
So without getting into the specifics of what additional devices, I can talk about the functionality, but inside this device, it will be completely cloud connected. So that's how the app will be able to communicate to this device. And in the future, we will be launching a few things which will allow this device to communicate with your appliances. And because those devices that we will launch in the future will also be cloud connected through that connectivity, through the Wi-Fi. Like it's like a Wi-Fi router in your home or a PlayStation that you plug in, right? You're able to control that through the app. So it gets similar. But I can't reveal too many details because in this we are primarily launching this, but you'll be able to control your appliances through your app.
Okay, like suppose like geyser won't support Wi-Fi, no? So like
Sorry?
how will you connect geyser with this?
That's what I said. There will be something that we will launch very soon in the future.
वो सब हो जाएगा, टेंशन मत लो.
Bhavish, hi, Jude Sanath here from ET Now. Congratulations, firstly, on the launch. A couple of questions. Firstly, 5 gigawatt hour is what you are expecting in terms of projection. What's the split like between B2B and B2C customers? Do you have a ratio in terms of, where you want to sell and to what extent?
I'll answer and then maybe Ankush can add a little bit. The whole this product is largely going to be B2C. The B2B will be the container product, which we have not announced today, but we've just shown you a glimpse. This will largely be B2C, and the demand for these home inverters or home DGs even today is beyond 10,000 crores even today with whatever limited quality products that there are. So we expect the home energy market to grow significantly, and we expect out of that 5 gigawatt hour forecast in 2 years, annual forecast in 2 years, maybe more than half will be actually these home products.
All right. One last question. You spoke about existing service
Hold
centers.
on, Ankush, you want to add something to that?
Just very quickly. So it'll be sold in a B2C manner, this product, but it'll also have applications in commercial use cases. So let's say a showroom, etc. So people, not for residential use case, but it can be used for a small business as well. And it can be stacked up if you want more power as well. So even if you want 20 kilowatt hours, so it can be stacked up for a commercial use case.
Actually, yeah, that's important point. You can, ये तीन अभी अलग हैं, तीनों को आप साथ में भी जोड़ सकते हो.
Okay.
So it's a full jigsaw, right? You can 9 into 3, 27 kilowatt hour if you want. You can add up to, I think, 6 or 7. So you can really power a small community with it.
Right. You mentioned utilizing existing service center network to go about doing after sales service. Given that there have been complaints about overburdened service centers in the not too distant past, how do you get around those bottlenecks?
So yeah, service network is constantly expanding. What happens in the industry generally is with monsoons, there's a little bit of spike of service requirements, and abhi monsoon just khatam hi hue hain. So that's a cyclical thing. So I don't worry too much about that network capacity because that's growing. And this will just plug into that. And this doesn't need much maintenance anyways. There's no mechanical parts in this. It's only if ever the battery needs some repair, which is very low frequent, very, very low probability of battery issues.
Hi, Bhavish. Congratulations and congrats to the team. Palak from Business Today. I really wanted to understand on with this pivot, with this addition, are you planning energy tech company and also
We were always envisioned, like we didn't name the company Ola Auto, right?
Yeah.
It was Ola Electric. Right?
And also one more thing, there have been so many promises in past 1 year, and there has also been certain delays.
आप abstractions में मत बात करिए, आप
No.
specific बताइए.
What I want to
Give me the
understand.
specific which
Yes.
you are.
What I want to understand now.
आप पहले specific बोलिए.
Yeah. What I want to understand now with this, how are you?
I want to ask you a counter question
future?
first. आप specific बताइए क्या promise है जो आप बोल रही हैं.
No, the 4680 cell.
It is there.
It is there, but the plan was to be in the first quarter of 2025, which
Plan was to first.
last year it
Yeah.
was supposed to be last.
Yeah. And we addressed that.
Yeah,
The Gigafactory is scaling up. This festive is when the first 4680 products will go into the market, which they have. And this is the second 4680
Yeah, this
product.
is the second. There was a certain delay, a little bit of delay
वो तो
was there.
पुरानी खबर है ना, वो आज की ताजा खबर नहीं है.
No, what I want to understand
आप आज की खबर पे बात करिए.
with launch, how to balance the future? Why there a lot of things, certain delays are there.
The message I want to leave with you and everybody else is this is a great amplification of our Gigafactory. It adds another dimension to demand of our own cells. Our own cells are already in production, going into our vehicles already, which is what we've announced. So today onwards, this is a new category of demand that opens up.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions, or else you can ask?
How safe is this? Because traditional inverters at home, we know we've had cases of acids leak.
Lead acid में तो actually acid होता है.
हाँ.
Right? Lithium technology is very, very safe. Safer than gasoline, safer than acid. So you can be, and we've also engineered it, leveraging all the safety innovations we've done in our vehicles. Because it's the same vehicle technology that goes inside. So it's highly, highly safe.
Because kids keep running around in the
So
house.
it's a very highly safe environment.
Thank you.
I think that's, yeah.
I think, Bhavish, now we are out of time. I think we'll have to close the session now. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, all of you, for coming here today. And thank you, Bhavish, Ankush, Kripa, and Anirban to give all the answers to the questions. I think with this, we'll conclude the session here.
Thank you, everybody. Again, happy Diwali. I hope you have a Shubh Deepavali with your family. And see you soon for further announcements. Thank you.